Turn down. To reject or refuse an offer or request. She turned down the job offer. He turned down the invitation to the party. Turn up. To appear or arrive unexpectedly. She turned up at the meeting without notice. He turned up at my doorstep late at night. Turn in. To submit or hand in something. She turned in her assignment before the deadline. He turned in his keys to the landlord. Turn off. To deactivate or stop something from operating. He turned off the lights before leaving. She turned off the computer when she was done. Turn on. To activate or start something. He turned on the TV to watch the news. She turned on the air conditioner because it was hot. Turn out. To result or end up in a particular way. The event turned out better than expected. It turned out that she was right all along. Turn around. To reverse the direction or position of something. She turned the car around to go back home. He turned around to face the audience. Turn up. To increase the volume or intensity of something. She turned up the radio to hear the song better. He turned up the heater because it was cold. Turn away. To refuse entry or reject someone. They turned away the uninvited guests. He was turned away at the door for not having a ticket. Turn over. To flip something to the opposite side. She turned over the page to continue reading. He turned over the steak to cook the other side. Turn out. To attend or take part in an event. A large crowd turned out for the concert. Many people turned out to vote in the election. Turn against. To stop supporting or start opposing someone. The crowd turned against the politician. His friends turned against him after the incident. Turn to. To seek help or advice from someone. She turned to her mother for advice. He turned to his teacher for help with the problem. Turn up. To be found after being lost. The missing keys turned up under the couch. Her lost bracelet finally turned up. Turn in. To go to bed or retire for the night. He turned in early after a long day. She decided to turn in after finishing her book. Turn on. To suddenly become angry or hostile. He turned on his friend during the argument. She turned on him without any warning. Turn off. To cause someone to lose interest or feel repelled. His rude comments turned everyone off. His rude comments turned everyone off. Turned the students off. Turn over. The boring lecture really turned the responsibility to someone else. She turned. Turn over. To hand control or responsibility to someone else. She turned over the project to her colleague. He turned over the keys to the new owner. Turn around. To improve or change something for the better. The new CEO turned the company around. She turned her grades around by studying harder. Turn down. To reduce the volume or intensity of something. She turned down the music when the phone rang. He turned down the brightness on his screen. Turn out. To produce or make something. The factory turns out thousands of cars every year. She turned out a beautiful painting in just a few hours. Turn away. To avert or avoid something. He turned away from the disturbing scene. She turned away when the movie got too scary. Turn up. To make an appearance or come into view. He finally turned up after everyone had left. The cat turned up after being missing for days. Turn in. To report someone to the authorities. He turned in the suspect to the police. She decided to turn herself in after the incident. Turn on. To switch one's focus or attention to something. He turned on the charm during the interview. She turned on the creativity to finish the project. Turn out. To be present at an event. A lot of people turned out for the rally. The whole town turned out for the parade. Turn down. To fold something downward. He turned down the collar of his shirt. She turned down the corner of the page to mark her place. Turn up. To find something by searching. They turned up some interesting facts during the research. He turned up an old photo album in the attic. Turn against. To cause someone to dislike or oppose another. The rumors turned them against each other. He was turned against his friend by false accusations. Turn out. To empty the contents of something. She turned out her bag to find her keys. He turned out his pockets looking for change.